Since August 17, the Litecoin price has increased, forming a bullish double bottom pattern. A breakout from the descending resistance line will affirm that the correction is complete and that the bottom is in place. Since reaching a yearly high of $115, the LTC price has fallen below a descending resistance line, according to the daily time frame technical analysis. On July 3, the decrease led to a low of $56. On August 17, Litecoin rebounded, forming a long lower wick green icon, while the price returned to its previous low. On September 11, it formed a double bottom pattern. A double bottom is considered a bullish pattern, as it typically leads to breakouts. Moreover, the pattern was combined with a bullish RSI divergence. The RSI is a momentum indicator that traders use to figure out if a market is oversold or overbought and decide whether to buy or sell commodity. When the reading is above 50 and the trend is going up, it means that bulls are doing better. When the reading is below 50, it means the opposite. When the price goes down and the movement goes up, this is called a bullish divergence. It is a sign of strength that often leads to big gains. If the cryptocurrency breaks out of the line, it could rise by 37% to the next resistance at $85. This resistance is formed by the 0.5 FIB retracement barrier level. On the other hand, if it fails to break out, the horizontal support area at $50 is expected to drop by 20%. If the price continues in the same direction as the support line, it will reach this area at the beginning of October. This indicates that a double bottom pattern is forming and that a long-term rise is about to begin. The RSI is above 50, which is another indication that the market will rise. Additionally, LTC has broken through a short-term line of support that was falling. It is possible that this breakout will lead to a breakout from the long-term falling resistance line, sending the price above the $85 resistance area. In 2012, when he visited the University of Michigan, he praised Bitcoin when its value was only $11, but his endorsement received little attention outside of the Bitcoin discussion group. Pete Rizzo, a Bitcoin historian, discovered the recording of the visit today on X. Still, Dorsey's comments are significant because of his public role in Bitcoin's history, which led to his current position as CEO of Block, a company that works to improve Bitcoin's use and technology. The company, formerly known as Square, has been a leader in payments for a long time, and its support keeps Bitcoin in the mainstream. Bitcoin was still a relatively unknown digital currency on its few markets. It traded for an average of $11 per unit. However, in his talk, Dorsey referred to Bitcoin as amazing and stated that he believed it could have a significant impact on the business and technology industries. He also stated that the Bitcoin trend needs to return to normal, and that Square will take any money that comes in if Bitcoin becomes popular and well-known worldwide. Since Dorsey's initial backing, the price of Bitcoin has skyrocketed from $25,000 to $75,000, a phenomenal 220% increase. Bitcoin is no longer a small portion of the financial world, it is now a global phenomenon that is widely used and recognized. This speech was not the end of Dorsey's journey with Bitcoin. In fact, it was only the beginning. In 2018, Square, a company he co-founded that provides financial services, added Bitcoin trading to its Cash App so users could purchase, sell, and hold Bitcoin. He has invested in Bitcoin infrastructure and worked on projects to make Bitcoin simpler to use and more accessible as Bitcoin continues to change and shape the future of finance and technology. Jack Dorsey's early support and continued commitment to the cryptocurrency demonstrate how revolutionary Bitcoin is and how it could alter the way conventional financial systems operate. Cryptocurrencies traded in a holding pattern on Wednesday after the latest Consumer Price Index (CPI) reports showed that inflation picked up in August, with headline prices increasing by 0.6% from July to August and by 3.7% from August 2017 to August 2018. This was primarily due to rising energy prices, and investors were anticipating next week's Fed meeting, where the central bank will determine if additional interest rate hikes are necessary. This created a bit of a mess on the stock market. The CME FedWatch tool predicts that the Fed will stop raising interest rates next week 97% of the time, which is up from 90% a day ago. At the end of the day, the S&P and Nasdaq were up by 0.12% and 0.2%, respectively, while the Dow was down by 0.2%. TradingView data indicates that after the CPI report, Bitcoin's BTC price increased at first, reaching a high of $26,016 in the afternoon, before falling. Bitcoin futures prices were up again in early U.S. trading on Wednesday, according to Jim Wyckoff, a senior technical analyst at Kitco. Prices hit a 6-month low on Monday but have been rising since. Wyckoff said the bulls have stabilized prices, but they have a lot of work to do in the near future to prove that prices can start to rise. The bears still have the overall technical edge in the short term because the price downtrend line is still in place. MN Trading's trade letter on Wednesday, which was based on the CPI, stated that when interest rates are raised quickly, the overall performance of risky assets on the markets tends to deteriorate. Don Foppin, analyst at MN Trading, said we saw this trend for a long time and it seemed like we were stuck in a downward spiral. However, the tide is turning as recent CPI reports indicate that inflation has been slowing down. Falcon examined Bitcoin's price behavior and remarked that on high timeframe charts, the weekly wicks appear quite uncertain and the chart as a whole appears somewhat unstable. Foppin said yes, technically we are still in an uptrend, which is something to consider, but I do not find the overall structure of the weekly time frame very reassuring. There was a big move up, followed by a strong move down, followed by a retracement back to the weekly FVG, where we again saw a strong decline. There are also similar lows on the fall, which makes it likely that the price will move in that direction. When we examine the price's daily time frame, according to Falcon, we can see an additional reason why an initial decline is likely to occur. 5000. Bitcoin is no longer a small part of the financial world, it is now a worldwide movement that is used and known by many people. This speech was not the end of Dorsey's journey with Bitcoin. In reality, it was just the start. In 2018, Square, a company he helped start that provides financial services, added Bitcoin trading to its Cash App so that users could buy, sell, and keep Bitcoin. Block has become a big player in the crypto space thanks to his leadership. He has invested in Bitcoin infrastructure and worked on projects to make Bitcoin easier to use and more accessible. As Bitcoin continues to change and shape the future of finance and technology, Jack Dorsey's early support and continued commitment to the cryptocurrency show how revolutionary Bitcoin is and how it could change the way standard financial systems work. Cryptocurrencies traded in a holding pattern on Wednesday after the latest Consumer Price Index (CPI) report showed that inflation picked up in August, with headline prices going up 0.6% from July to August and 3